Welcome to Selling on Amazon for Business Owners. Very excited about this. This is something I've wanted to offer and couldn't offer unless I had an expert on Amazon. I brought the expert on Amazon with me. Our goal today is to give you the concepts to understand what does it take to be on Amazon. Within this time period of the course, we are going to give you the basic concepts you need to know and consider and what's involved. And if you have questions, please ask them. And we also have some resources online. I'll give you a handout shortly while Randy's speaking. My website, NC Small Business Training, we have an area in there with resources. This all began because years ago I taught an eBay class, and then I saw Amazon, and I got so intimidated by it, I said, I don't want to teach Amazon until I find someone who's actually making real money with it. I've known Randy will tell you a little more, but as a small business center director who then got promoted into true entrepreneurship. and he's now, he and his wife and his family, and your daughter works in the business, and a few others.
Two of my daughters.
So he is a model of making a living doing this, which is great. So you've got a real expert, so make sure to ask questions. No. Randy, I'm going to let you step up and just introduce yourself next.
Well, we won't go back any further than 14 years because then we'll be here all night. But I was, for 14 years, the director of the Small Business Center at Piedmont Community College, and then eventually became the Dean of Occupational. It had a long title. Long title, you know what that means about the money? Mm-hmm. Okay, well, that's pretty much where I was. We had sessions like this, and we had somebody who came in and spoke on eBay. At one point, my wife, because we had been homeschooling our kids, the kids have grown up, they're moving on, she's like, okay, well, what am I going to do? So I said, eBay, that's a great idea. You know, you can go to thrift stores and yard sales, and you can have lots of fun and make some money and stay busy doing that. But being the small business center director that I am, it's like, okay, if we're doing this eBay, we're going to do it right. We're going to have this business thing. And I started researching. And as I was researching, I came across information on Amazon. And in particular, Amazon FBA, which is a little different. We'll talk about what Ron does. But FBA looked like something, hey, maybe I could do. Well, we started playing around with doing that. And at the end of the first year, I said, you know, maybe this would be a good supplement for my retirement. By the end of the second year, I remembered the advice that an old businessman had given me who said, stay in your day job until it's costing you money to do so. Well, that Christmas, and anyone that's dealing with retail knows what Q4, fourth quarter, is. It's insane. I lost money because I was in the job with the long title. So that April, well, I put my resignation before, but since that April, 2 years ago, I've been full-time selling on Amazon. I work out of my house. I have friends that sell millions and millions of dollars out of warehouses and have lots of employees and all sorts of stuff. Been there, done that. That's not the model that I'm looking for myself. But there's a place for that in Amazon because Amazon is so large that there's all different kinds of opportunities for different people and what they're looking for, you know, what different people may want to do with it. In our case, I have a younger daughter, came back from college. She works for me part-time, full-time during the Christmas season. And my oldest daughter has been working part-time for me, and she's going to full-time after her baby's born, and she'll be handling stuff. And I have 4 virtual assistants that work for me in the Philippines. So a lot of this stuff, I'm able to purchase product, never touch it, and we'll show you a little bit about how that works. So that's me. Been doing this for 4 years, but 2 years as full-time. Most of the time when I talk to people and they ask, what do I do? Well, first of all, it's kind of hard. It's like, well, I'm in e-commerce, I sell stuff or whatever, and it comes around, I sell on Amazon. Oh, so you sell books. Well, you can answer it that way. Yeah. I sell books, but in a different way than he does. I'm more of a commodity seller. I sell anything from food to clothing to shoes. We sell a ton of shoes. Not that I would ever buy shoes online, but I sell a lot of shoes because I guess for whatever reason, lots of people like to do that. Amazon is expanding now to, they have a program where they're going to be going against Etsy for things that are handmade. That program is starting to get rolled out. I haven't seen a whole lot on how to do it now, but they're even doing for customization. So before, if you wanted to order a customized t-shirt or dog collar or whatever, it was very hard to order that from Amazon. They're setting it up now where merchants can handle doing those kind of things. So if you have a business where maybe you're in town and you're making personalized things, but you want to sell them on Amazon, you can do that. If you have an existing store that has product, or like in your case, you may have access to product, you're able to sell those things on Amazon. Plus, Amazon is a worldwide opportunity. We sell primarily on the U.S. marketplace, but when I look through my sales, there's stuff that's going all over the world. Plus, now we've expanded and we actually do sell on the Amazon UK platform. If you have a product that's doing well here, they start asking you, oh, you want to send it to the UK. And it's a whole other ballgame dealing with over there. But Amazon is just more than books. It's where where their roots are and where they started. And there's a lot of money to be made in books, but it's not all that they have there now. And Amazon is now the largest of the marketplaces. One thing is that Amazon talks about being the most customer-centric company in the world. And we know that they're not the most seller-centric, dealing with them. Though I do get the little tagline, we love our sellers. They are extremely customer-centric. They will do anything to try to make a better experience for the customer. And part of that, strangely enough, is low prices, because they want to beat everyone in that. Though most people, especially the Prime shoppers, have you all heard of Amazon Prime? Well, the Prime shoppers aren't necessarily price shopping. They're convenience shopping, but Amazon still wants them to feel that they got the best price. The Amazon Prime, the average customer, I think, spends like $1,200 a year. So Amazon is always aggressively going after those customers and trying to they just had a Prime Day. They try to get more and more people into this, because if you paid for Prime, you're more likely to go to Amazon first when it's time to buy something. Well, as a seller on Amazon, and when we talk about the FBA program, those customers become my customers too, because I can sell to people through the Prime program. They also have a review system there, which they guard jealously now. They want honest reviews on there because they feel that that's what builds the trust in the marketplace. So when you go, and I'm the kind of shopper that if I'm spending more than a couple of bucks on something that I expect to last for a while, I actually read the reviews. And I'll search reviews online, and Amazon is trying really hard to keep that system pure. They sued a whole slew of people recently for doing false reviews, and they've got an army of lawyers. They're real sensitive to complaints that people had that their review system was flawed. But one of the reasons people go is because they feel that they can trust what they're buying there, that if they get a good review on it, that it should be a decent product. So who should consider selling on Amazon? Well, this is part of the reason we asked, what you're doing. If you have an existing store, you can take your products and sell to people all over the world. No change there. You just list your products and go from there. Sometimes people have their own products. A lot of times in small business centers especially, Mark and I have talked about this, people maybe made some widget or gadget or lotion or something, or jelly or what have you at home, but they can't, how many times can you go to the farmer's market and sell it? This gives you the opportunity through promotion to have a worldwide audience. So it's a good place for people to bring new products. New inventions. Amazon actually has a program now to help, it's not quite as bad as Shark Tank, but to help these new entrepreneurs bring their products to market and help with funding and doing that. And it's also a place for people who want to get started in a business, kind of like I did, to make extra money. It can be a great part-time business, can be a great full-time business, whatever you decide to do with it. So why should you consider selling on Amazon versus maybe a different platform? Well, to begin with, it's where a huge number of the customers are. We sell on Amazon, we sell on eBay, and there are various reasons. Martin will probably talk a little more about eBay, but we don't put a lot of our effort into our eBay business because we found that with a less effort, we can sell more products on Amazon. There's just a ton of people there. Their market is constantly expanding. Amazon is aggressively pushing for their Prime customers. They are spreading throughout the world. I get more emails from people at Amazon that's, oh, well, Japan's open. Don't you want to sign up in Japan? I can't figure out the taxes. Canada's open. Don't you want to sign up in Canada? You got a whole country the size of North Carolina, with as many people as North Carolina. I can't figure out your taxes. The UK, I actually paid somebody for. They're spreading through. Once you sell in the UK, you can sell throughout Europe from one point. So it is a worldwide opportunity. Plus, it's easy and cheap to get started. You really don't need a whole lot of fancy equipment. You don't need a whole lot of money. You can start with pretty much next to nothing, though I think about $400 or $500 worth of tools would make your life easier to get started with.